reflection in the mirror. Why am I doing this to myself? Losing my mind on a tiny error. And maybe that's the real me on the shelf.
And if the truth hurts, news cursed, you fucked up. And if the shoe fits, lacing them up. Man, you can't be such a suck. It's expected, we're just human in nature. Just keep it tuned and we'll resume to be neighbors in due time. If I'm heading up to space, would you make it a race? Would you smile up at the moon? Showed you her face, let's assume she's married, magnetizing the place. And this room's unnecessary. Let's head outside, escape, and relate. Like vegans saying cheers to my steak. I keep it seasoned, always even, within reason is safe. Some seem to take a form of rape and never think to receive. Seem to stuck up in a stasis of this hatred and greed. Can't you see? They're blind and still they're taking the lead. An innovation or an extermination of certainty. They're hunting and on their knees when they step in the light. Not knowing no leads is condoning the fight.
I look at my reflection in the mirror. Why am I doing this to myself? Losing my mind on a tiny error. And maybe that's the real me on the shelf.
Once needed, common sense is deleted, and all the energy I spent, I repent, has depleted. Cause they don't water down the seed and expecting this growth. To be a citizenship expects a pledging of oath. Who shall be raising the toast? Look around at the poor, empty heads and filled pockets with the knowledge of more connoisseurs. No honor, just a will to enforce and send a bill for all their efforts. Repossessions, of course, and by force. One wonders how we could be divorced. Forget the wagon, they flew off the horse and discourse. Where's Morpheus, the sorcery? It's fuckery seen. How can you trust a soul whose plans to kill the human in being? And the means to live as long as possibly dreamed. Scheme to transhuman body, not Omega Supreme. In need of human sacrifices, no one need for the genes. I could be leaving in the straight jacket, laughing and screaming, huh?
I look at my reflection